We've been incredibly blessed on this feature film, from awesome actors and great locations to Jacob and Dylan volunteering some of their equipment to help make it possible. For the most part, it has been my equipment, and that's really taught me where my kit is lacking. So I went ahead and I picked up a little bit bigger V-mount battery, because the shoot tomorrow, we have some overhead lighting stuff for this car, and we're not going to have access to a generator, so totally necessary. I also stopped by Harbor Freight on my way up, and I just picked up some little doodads that I felt like we were lacking on the last couple of shoots. This is all really cheap stuff, but it can kind of make or break the moment when, you know, you're on hardwood on your knees all day, or if you have to, you know, run outside and get a cooler, or go get a light from outside or something, and you don't want to get the set dirty and, you know, take your shoes on and off, on and off. Some of these things are just time savers. I was watching sound speeds recently, and when he's doing sound for big budget TV shows, he covers his face totally so the actors can't see him. I just thought that was an interesting idea, so I'm going to try it. I grabbed some more cable ties because I've been using them, some big ones and some small ones, to try to keep these wheels on. Like, my electrical tape solution didn't work real well. The shims wore out, so now they'll fall out when I take the cart apart and put it in the car. So I need to figure out something better for that.
I am beat. Today we have a shoot at 5. We need to be there at 4, and it's just downtown. It's not a long drive. But I had to finish up this wedding film. It was actually due this morning, but they haven't reached out yet, so hopefully they haven't noticed. I'm going to deliver it as soon as I can. Just got behind. And last night ended up staying awake all night, so I haven't slept yet. Probably won't be able to get a nap in before this shoot. There's still a little bit of paperwork prep to do. And I'd like to get there a little bit early if I can. But I'm going to sleep so good tonight. I cannot wait. It's going to be a late shoot. I'm thinking we're gonna wrap somewhere around 1 a.m. But it'll be fantastic. We don't have a shoot tomorrow, so I get to sleep in, and then I'll drive home tomorrow.
So at our first location for the day, we're at Hotel Windrow, which, if you remember back from the first vlog, this is where we shot our first day on the feature. And we're using it to double a classroom that we didn't have access to. We're planning on shooting the rest of the scene later in a different classroom, and we're cheating the space here to make it work. So we couldn't show much of the walls, couldn't show the floor. We had to be very particular with our shot setups. Made our way to the next location at the luxurious IHOP parking lot, where we had a little birthday celebration before we got started.
Stop recording me, no.
It's on tape.
No.
It wasn't for that.
I'm getting
No,
canceled.
guys, it's Graycen's birthday. We got these cupcakes. We're all gonna say happy birthday, and then can someone cover the light? I couldn't find candles for the birthday of it.
You can ask IHOP for
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Man, big happy birthday to Graycen. It was awesome getting to meet you. Incredibly talented, up-and-coming director, and just a fun person to be around. We had her on set for just one day, but she plays a very crucial part in the movie. So it was fun to get that scene knocked out. So, congrats on wrapping. And man, I wish you the best, Graycen.
All right. Who wants a cupcake?
That was sweet. I mean, the birthday girl. And then I get
You can't tell because I don't have a shot of it happening, but in this setup, I did drop the camera. It came off the tripod and hit the ground. Yeah, destroyed the speed booster on it. So we switched from the 18 and 35, which is an EF mount, needs a speed booster, into an MFT 25 mil that I had in the case. So it all worked out, but it was like a cartoon, man. When that camera hit the ground and the speed booster exploded, it was like springs and screws went flying. It was not a fun moment, but it's just, at the end of the day, it's just gear. I learned my mistake. I know what happened, It was a faulty piece of equipment. Shouldn't have trusted it with that much weight. At the end of the day, it's all okay. So we did run HDMI from the camera up over the windows into the back seat for most of the filming that day so that Dylan could sit in the back and watch the monitor. See, that's what I'm talking about when I say I realize my kit has some limitations. We don't have wireless video and we don't have wireless audio. So I can't send a camera hop or, we're also not wearing surveillance or Comtech, something like that. So I can't send audio to the director and I can't send video to him. So we have to get very creative with how we handle those situations. So far it's worked out every time, but those are little things in the kit that I think are going to be a necessity on the next feature we do. We'll need to be able to be in a follow car and do stuff wirelessly. We won't always have the opportunity to sit in the car with the characters. So just a little side note, but man, I'm learning a lot as I do this. I feel like I'm going to film school making this feature.
Oh yeah. Just getting ready for the Sequest trip. I don't know if I said it yet, but I got a call the other day about another Sequest video. The last couple were actually not paid gigs. They covered expenses and for the crew and for me and food and all that. And they're really expensive tours to go on if you weren't working. So that was really fun. It was mostly about building that relationship with them. And then, just last week I was out shooting the feature and I get a call from Ben asking if we could do a bioluminescence video. And so I sent him a quote and he said, yeah, give me a minute to think about it. A couple days later, hit me up. He's like, yeah, let's do it. But the season's almost over and it's really weather dependent to see the bioluminescence. So if you can be here next week, I can pay the full quote. And so we talked logistics real quick, and I was still on that shoot, so haven't had a ton of time to prepare, only a couple days, but that's enough. It's a fairly simple concept. And it's just gonna be me and Tyler, who I met through the feature. He's gonna come and help with sound, help paddle me around, so I'm really looking forward to it. All that to say, sometimes it sucks doing free work. But you just gotta smile through it, find the joy in it, and hopefully it leads to something else. Especially the Sequest jobs, they kind of felt like a vacation, if I'm being honest. It was so much fun. It's exactly the kind of stuff that I want to do, so I wanted my name on those jobs. It was worth it for me. Not always worth it to do free stuff. That was worth it for me. Right now, I'm just cleaning up from my car is a mess. I have my stands in the back, trying to load everything over the wheels if I can, but I'm taking some cases out, removing a couple of stands because I won't need them. Extra gear from staying in Ellensburg. And I'm prepping camera because we were shooting car rig last and it was kind of a mess. Making sure everything's working. I also use lens rentals again. I'm loving using them this summer. Got an A7S III, the battery grip. And I'm slowly acquiring more and more V-mounts, which has been super handy. Some 45s, 95s, and a 190. Going from one V-mount at the start of the year to having this little collection is it helps so much. Slowly it'll grow. Past that, catching up on some PD Mokri and Cranky Cameraman. Oh, that's good timing. He's showing off his V-mount collection. Yeah, mine is nothing compared to that. Well, anyways, I got to get this buttoned up, and then I have some logistics, some paperwork stuff, just scheduling for the next couple days to get done. But I just wanted to pop in a quick update. Oh, the other thing was today I had another boat cleaning job.
went out and got that done pretty quick. And then afterwards, went out on the boat with him and pulled in his crab pots. A lot of people around here don't like the red rocks, but I absolutely love them. So feasted on some red rocks with my mom. That has become one of my favorite pastimes, just getting to spend that time with my mom and enjoy some crab. So did that, and then yeah, I need to run and help a buddy with his boat real quick. That'll be the last thing for the night besides planning for Sequest.
Are you heading out just early in the morning?